All right, good evening, moms and dads. Thank you for coming to our open house. I put together a little PowerPoint slideshow to cover most of the essentials of what we do in 8th grade English, so let's begin from the beginning. I teach in the Center for Gifted Studies at the 8th grade level, which is English 1 Honors, a freshman course in the county of Pinellas. I work with a great team of people. In the photograph to my left is Michelle Emery, our science teacher. In the center is Teresa Bergstrom, our social studies teacher, Laura Playford, who's one of our advanced academics teachers, and Justin Russell, our fabulous math teacher. To the right, you'll see a little bit of background about me. I'm a West Coast boy. I worked there for many years before I came here, and altogether that's about 49 years worth of public education. I think I'm good for a couple more. At least my goal was 50, but I'm scheduled to be here at least till the August of 2024. We cover a lot of classic material in freshman English. I start with Romeo and Juliet, including a sonnet project. We're in the middle of the play right now. We finished 2 acts. We have 3 to go. We have a sonnet project where the student selected from one of 154 of his original 14-line poems. For your information, they're to have it memorized by next Monday. And the written portion of the project is due the following Monday. We should begin the second quarter with the study of mythology. We use an abridged version of the Odyssey that's in the freshman text. The Odyssey is the story of one particular warrior's journey home from the Trojan War and why it took him 10 years to complete a journey that probably should have taken him 3 days. Along with our study of the Odyssey, I assign a project where the students select a god, goddess, hero, or creature of their choosing from some other culture's mythology. It doesn't have to be Greek, can be Scandinavian, can be from the Orient, can be from the subcontinent, can be from Africa, can be from North America. And the project has 3 or 4 elements to it, all of which are very doable with a little bit of research. It's a lot of fun for the kids to do this part of our study. If we have time in the fall semester, I like to offer some classic short stories. All feature irony of one kind or another. I love to do the Gift of the Magi just before Christmas time. It is about gift giving. Cask of Amontillado, probably my favorite of all the Edgar Allan Poe short stories. And the other 2, The Necklace and the Sniper, are equally famous for their sudden surprise endings. In the spring semester, we dedicate a lot of time to American novels. We teach To Kill a Mockingbird, which is about 400 pages long, and Of Mice and Men, which is a little over 100 pages long, both of which deal with life in America during the 1930s, experiencing the discrimination, the prejudice, the depression, the economics, the displacement of huge populations, etc. I've added in the last couple of years little units on problems that we've had with racial issues, like Rosewood was an event that occurred up near Crystal River, Florida, the Tulsa riots in Oklahoma, the Scottsboro Boys trial in, I think it was Tennessee, Emmett Till's murder, which was a very inflammatory case back in the 1950s. All 4 of these have to do with the accusations against a black male accused of an assault on a white woman. And they are central to Kill a Mockingbird in terms of the main character's father defends a black man accused of the very same crime in Alabama in the early 1930s. We continue on with the gifted unit called The 1940s, A Decade of Change. This was purchased specifically for the 8th grade, along with Persuasion for grade 6 and Utopia for grade 7, provided by the College of William and Mary, their gifted department up in Virginia. And these bullet points show you how I work our way through the learnings of the 1940s. Mouse 2 is a graphic novel about concentration camp experiences in Hiroshima, is a Pulitzer Prize-winning research novel about 6 survivors of the nuclear attack on August 6, 1945. Along with the basic curriculum, we continue to work with the Greek and Latin STEM vocabulary development. In the 8th grade, my job is to take the kids through lessons 46 through 60. We've done the first one, and we're working on the second one later this week. I'm using the content from Romeo and Juliet. Not a lot of new stems in volume 2, but there's new words formed from these stems, and it's a great review for the kids. I also like to teach in May a little bit of brushing up on parts of speech and parts of sentences, get them ready for some of their high school English teachers. And this comes from the Magic Lens lessons, which are also prepared by Michael Clay Thompson, who developed Word Within a Word. I like my students to enter competitions where possible. These things that are floated to me from the administration are essay competitions. I expect everyone to participate, but I let the essay sponsors select the winners. These are 3 of our more recent contest entries. We follow the right score method for academic writing, 4 and 4 and 2 for a total of 10. And this is how the points are divided in terms of the format and organization of the essay topics, at least for expository and argumentative writing. I also like to use informational texts that are provided in our book, documents that have some historical merit. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, the Declaration of Independence, Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. We look at them not only for their content, but for their essay structure, their rhetorical devices, etc. Our bell work involves journal writing. I keep the composition books here in the classroom. We begin each lesson every day that way. The students write a journal number, a journal date, the title of the journal entry. They create the paragraph, word count, 50 words or more, put the word count there. And I browse through the journals at the end of each grading period, and I give them points for having done a neat, complete, accurate, and thoughtful job.